Hello, this is Willcol100, returning to you this time with Banished. Though I can hear the music, I think I muted the in-game, or muted the Fraps recording of music, so you should not be hearing the music hopefully. So I'm playing Banished. I have the initial difficulty is for starting goods and stuff like that. I have it set to hard. Otherwise, I have a very fair condition, because I'm not going to go for anything challenging. So let's get our starting couple tabs out. So we got the event log out. We'll have the map out. Take professions over here, shove it in the corner. Anything else I want here? Nice. Resource limits, yeah, that might be useful. There we go. So that's increased priority. Journal statistics about the town. Oh yeah, we'll keep a hold of that as well. Okay, so we got some things. So we got 18 homeless. I believe we have 4 families, so we need to quickly get out the supplies to house 4 families. That means we're going to need a little bit of wood and a little bit of stone. And that's a building. I want harvest trees. It's been a little while since I've played Banished, so see how well this goes. Upstone, upstone, upstone. I need a storage jar right away. These for the stuff to get put down. And there we go. Here's our start. So my goal is just to see how big I can get the city. So let's get started. So probably put up a gatherer's post here. Yeah, that looks like the place for a gatherer's post. So by the looks of it, food is actually going to be one of our more quicker problems to occur. So I'm going to put up some farming first, or some food first. So let's get up a gatherer's hut. Right about there. Let's increase the priority on our gatherer's hut. Gathering up stone, gathering up wood. Increase the priority here so that should hopefully get chopped pretty quickly. Let's actually assign one person to be a dedicated builder. Get them to pick up the logs a little quicker. Okay, so now I just need the stuff delivered. I want the builder to get to work. Constantly raise that priority so we can get that built. Then our next job is going to be getting these people into homes. So we get a food source from them. I think that one gatherer's hut will be enough for initial food. Well, actually no, I'll probably put down a hunter's tent, but it's not so prioritized as the herbalist, or this gatherer here. This gatherer here, we'll just assign the maximum amount of employees to it as soon as it's complete. It will probably provide us adequate food. Okay, we have... Yeah, we'll definitely have adequate stone and wood to complete these houses. Trying to decide how I want to lay my houses out. That ought to work. Got some houses planned. Assign a few more builders so we get the gatherer's hunt done a little bit quicker. Because all the supplies are there, they just need to get put it together. We have 3 wooden houses here. Again, I think we actually have all the supplies we need. Oh yeah, we have more than enough supplies. So they should get done pretty quickly. Turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, so our gatherer's hut's done. Let's assign 4 gatherers. You know what, I have a feeling that we have... Oh no, we still have 4 families. I was about to say, I have a feeling that we had more than 4 families. But no, we still have 4. I just only have 3 assigned to building. Let's actually assign all 4 free people to building so we can get these houses done quickly and get these people moved in before people grow old enough to want to move out. We are already technically out of food and firewood, but because it's already been completely distributed to our houses. Okay, I'm also going to need a woodcutter. How else are we going to get cut wood without someone to cut it for us? Now we should have enough, yeah, we already have plenty of stone and wood gathered to finish that up. Though we should have a mild winter because this is a mild climate for starting this one. So I have a large map on mild weather. Take one builder off, and we're cutting. Let's take another one off. Let's get a hunting post and a let's get a hunting post built, as well as what else do I want? Let's get a forester in here. Let's rotate the camera a bit so I find what I want. Okay. I'm going to pause the forester's lodge. I prefer the hunting getting completed first. So I also want a herbalist here. But again, that's going to get paused. I'm just going to put a dirt road in. It's going to stretch back to the village. Sort of like that. Reserve of firewood is low, but we already got someone chopping firewood. So hopefully, well, all the houses have firewood distributed and we just have a low supply of it. So our 2 builders are working on this dirt road to hopefully speed up people moving back and forth from our little hamlet in the forest here to our little village, beginning of our little village. Whereas our single laborer here should hopefully be delivering goods to our hunting cabin so that we can get it built. Someone has achieved adulthood status, so we now have 9 people in our village. I'm gonna need some more wood soon. That's the raise the forester's lodge. So let's start on deforesting this area over here. I'll raise the priority on getting a hunting lodge done so we can get a little more food in. Even though we have food supplies. So we got food in the storage cart, we got food in the houses, of course. So no one's going to starve. If anything, we're a little low on firewood, because we've run out of wood. However, we've already got 164 stored up firewood, so we have firewood. We're not making any more at the moment. We have a cap, so it's supposed to shut off when we hit 200. So it's complaining about that we're out of logs, which we are. We are out of logs, and that is a viable complaint. based off our little settlement, because we need logs just to keep everyone warm. Okay, we have a hunting cabin. I'm going to, well, I can raise the max all the way up to 4. So I'll just leave it at 4. Let's assign 1 laborer to the hunting cabin for the moment. We don't have any way to turn the hides yet into clothing, but that's the main reason for setting up the hunting cabin, because that's our early source of hides. Let's also go ahead, I want a barn, storage barn. So hopefully get some supplies distributed to our storage farm. I'm mainly short on the wood to build it. Okay, one of our people is cold. Probably due to a long trip, or that his clothes are starting to wear out, or whatever. That should hopefully get, oh, who tried crossing the river? I think we're going to have an early death. Someone decided he needed something on the far side of the river. So let's pause. Cancel removal. Nothing is to be removed on the far side of the river. Unpause. So we got a hungry and a cold person. Who's only 7. Oh, child. So a random child decided to go across the river. Yes, we are burning a little bit of wood away because it's cold out. So assign another person to the hunting cabin. Get a little bit more food in. We don't really have a massive food stockpile. Probably also going to need to start up tool production. Oh, yeah. The child that decided to go walking all the way over here kind of died of being hungry because they walked too far. Okay, let's start on a bridge so that we don't have any more that sort of sad death occurring. Where's the bridge again? Bridge, oh, there's the bridge. I don't want to do a bridge straight into this. Probably want to do one here, but then I'm going to have to tunnel here. Alright, let's just do it here. Do from there to there, like that. 24 wood, which we have, and 6 stone, which we also have. So that's not a difficult bridge. Our builders should currently be working on our storage barn, which is coming along. It's about 60% complete. The reserve of food is low. Well, yeah, the reserve of food is low because we're below 1/10 of it. So it's going down and it's giving me a warning, but we haven't produced enough food to ever go below its low warning, so it's just basically popping up every time I start doing a downturn. Okay, so the storage barn is done. So I'm going to deconstruct the storage cart so that I can have that space. Our bridge has all its supplies, so our builders should get over there and start building it. In fact, one of them has already hit it once with a hammer. Once we are done with the wooden bridge, we can probably build another house, because we actually probably have a 5th family. I say probably because we might even have more now. Possibly even have 6 families. However, I doubt we have... Oh, we're getting lots of people aging up. So yeah, more houses would be good. This also means we have more people to go assign to things like hunting, to get more food. Also start get these completed and start those industries going. Medicine will be good for keeping up our healthiness. And forester, just for reforesting this area. So we can get a little bit more forest in here, thus the herbalist and the gatherer work more efficiently. The hunter actually wants low traffic. So the hunter's just going to have a bad day, because there's no way of making that more low traffic without getting rid of the industries there. This is pretty much going to be our kind of like housing, initial housing zone is going to be in this weird shit. I'm going to put a little tunnel through here, whenever I have lots of stone to spare, of course, so that we can get into this area via road. So this is a hill, so I can't build on it. And I've also got this area over here, which is probably where we're going to be expanding into next. We got a really hilly area to start with. Let's assign another person to hunting, so we get a little more food. We have all the wood that we need cut, so that bridge is in. Store volume is good. Okay, let's put a house in. Like that. I'm also going to extend our roads so that people can get around the town just a little faster. Just a little faster. Yeah, so, well, we've already got all the supplies put aside for that. We could use more wood. We're going to need to assign more people to gather wood. Gather that wood. Gather that wood. Let's go gather. All that should work. Going to take off Forester's Lodge. So that can get cleared. The builders should probably focus on the roads first. But our other people will start distributing out to the other jobs of cutting down trees whenever they're idle. So idle workers will work as well as our laborers too. I have 40 stone put aside, which is already enough to go complete this Forester's Lodge. It won't be long and I'll start running out of tools, so we'll have to get up a tool industry soon. As well as we've already got a clothing. No one's unclothed, but we're out of clothing. I don't know if it gives us a warning if they're out of if they're not actually clothed. I assume it's actually like wearing jackets and stuff like that, although they're not running around like completely butt naked. I know the game doesn't show them as completely butt naked, but that might be what it's implying, or that might not be what it's implying. It might actually just be implying that they don't have any thing to keep them warm. Yes, we're already got all the stone here. We got 14 more logs to be delivered. Of course, we are out of logs. We're not in dire need of more logs because we have plenty of firewood already put aside. But more logs would be useful. Also down to our last 2 tools. We have housing for 12 adults. We have 14 adults, so we need more housing. Stay ahead of the ball. Keep everyone growing. Still complaining about the fact that we are out of wood because, well, we are. It's very, very accurate, this complaint. Our food isn't really dropping, which is good. We're managing to feed everyone off of our maxed out food sources. So at some point I'm going to have to expand and build another food source. Now we have 4 free laborers. And I don't actually have any jobs for them to do except for labor at the moment. So we'll let them keep laboring. I'm going to need a tool, or a blacksmith soon, so let's go ahead and place that. So the laborers will start delivering to that. That does require 32 iron, which means I'm going to have to gather some of the surface iron. No, that's stone. Let's gather all, yeah, switch from the iron to the stone, didn't I? Yes. So let's collect all the iron right next to our encampment. Assign one of these new laborers to be a forester. I think only one forester will be enough because the job is basically go plant more trees. So we're not trying to use it as a lumber source right now, we're just trying to use it to improve the lumber and provide small amounts of lumber. Okay, we've got our first complaint that someone does not have a tool. It's a good thing we are getting right on that. We should have enough lumber. Oh, we actually don't have enough stone, so I'm going to have to gather... Yeah, I'm going to gather the stone as well. I'm probably going to have to set up quickly Well, one of the advantages of this nice hilly area is I can probably set a mine real quick. Use a mine. No, not the right button. Rotate. So yeah, I could put a mine here pretty quickly. Pretty quickly and easily. That would work. Can get one there. I'll probably get two or three mines right in our starting area. Without even have to move onto a proper mountain. It's hunting, gathering. We got the Forester's Lodge. I don't need to be moving into gathering right away. Getting a tailor up and getting some clothes out of our very small amount of hide. See, we only have 20 leather, so that's only 20 units of clothing. Reserves of stone is low. Yeah, the reserves of stone is out. Iron is low, because we're already delivering it all to the blacksmith. And we actually have two people without tools now, which is a little bit more problematic. We need to get tools. We need to get things built. Now, we are starting to get a little low on food. We're down to 44 food. But hunting and gathering the rates don't really change during the winter. So you get a constant supply off of those. Now, if they did run out of tools, it would slow them down. So I do need to keep them tooled. So I need to get this blacksmith running so I can get some tools out. So right now we're just short on stone. We don't have much iron, so we can't actually make that many tools when we're done with it. But getting the blacksmith done is going to be the first thing on our list. We're down to 4 people without tools, so that means a fourth of our people don't have tools. That's bad. Come on, come on. We need that stone. It doesn't help that the people gathering the stone don't have tools. So basically they're taking up rocks and hitting rocks with rocks because they got no tools. They're using improvised tools is what's occurring. Okay, all the stone's been delivered, so I got people that are going to have to start hammering it. Possibly with stone hammers, because they might be out of their iron hammers, you know. We're seeing pretty good production rate. We have survived yet again another winter. We are in late winter 2. So we're at the end of our second year. Even though I think from an age standpoint for people, each season is counted as a year. Okay, so we got a complete blacksmith. So I'm going to immediately assign to making tools, of course, because we're behind on tools. I'm going to get ourselves a tailor. Where to put the tailor? Actually, there isn't a lot of iron nearby. And I don't want to go too far abroad at this early stage. So I'm going to plan out, going to pause everything for a moment, plan out some stuff. So I'm going to want tunnel from like here to there. Can't place one there? No. Oh well, I won't have a road going over that then. Oh, that's not a bridge. I want tunnel. Tunnel can't be placed at this location. Why can't a tunnel be placed? Oh, you'll give me a longer one. I don't want a longer one, I want a shorter one. I have a feeling that tunnels have to have a certain length. Okay. Well, if that's not working, let's go back to the mine. Let's put down a mine. So that will work as a mine. That's actually probably a pretty good place for a mine. Let's go ahead and put that mine down and stretch out some roads. Then pause. So I'll probably assign a few people to the mine so we can get iron. The mine does need stone. We actually are shorter on stone. So let's gather up all the stone on our side of the river. So we can get a guesstimate of how much stone we have. I'm also going to gather up the iron on our side of the river. Technically, people can now cross the bridge and get over to this iron as well as there is stone and iron over there. But getting up some slow mines and such early on isn't a bad idea. Though we are going to get complaints that we're out of logs, because I didn't queue any logs yet. Oh, and I do need to have... I need the wood for the tools. Where do I want to get wood from? So I gotta get wood from over here. So as I can harvest a few small trees around. That's not going to be much. Well, I managed to make enough tools that we don't have people complaining they don't have any tools. We got 2 tools spare. Oh no, we got 4 tools spare. But we have no iron, or we have no wood or logs to go with our iron in the blacksmith. We do have a surplus of 10 iron, 3 already in the blacksmith waiting for wood, and 7 in the stockpile waiting to be shipped to the blacksmith when we have the wood turned into tools. And we got food. The food's slowly growing. And our forester should be planting slowly. He also goes ahead, and trees normally fall over after a certain age, so the forester will also go around, and once the trees are past a certain age, he'll also go chop them down as well. So this is producing us a little bit of wood. In fact, if we were... Is it this button? No, not that one. Oops, no. Okay. Center... Ah, this one. Yeah, we can see what the output is per the season. So last season, this lodge made... This season, this lodge has made 6 wood and has harvested 1 stone. So he's also cleared out obstacles to plant more trees. Okay, so we got a lot of wood demand. Have a lot of stone demand. Actually, we're almost done with all the stone. One other reason to get this mine up quickly is then we know how much we can get iron to make a quarry so that we don't run out of stone. Well, I probably definitely need more houses. We're really close to the maximum amount of people we can fit in those houses. Well, we're waiting on people. I've already got to 10 speed. Oh, lovely. Thought we were still chugging along at like 5 or something. I probably raised it all the way to max speed at the beginning. Didn't realize. Okay, so we got... the woodcutter has all the firewood made that it needs. Probably because we're not actually using any because it's warm enough out. People don't start fires at 28 degrees in the middle of the day. This is in Celsius. I probably could go find in the options somewhere and turn it to Fahrenheit. For those of us, including me, that don't understand Celsius to a wide degree, but 27 is okay. Because it's something like this number almost times by 2 plus 32. So it's like a balmy 80 to 90 degrees out. I'm pretty sure they don't need a fire in the middle of the day to stay warm. In fact, if they're clothed, they'd be perfectly fine. They're not clothed at the moment, so they're not perfectly fine, but we got a little bit of wood stored away, not much. We got plenty of firewood stored away. Stone and iron we have spare of because we've been gathering all of the local stone and wood. And we're slowly working on that mine. I'll probably just assign one person to the mine, which should hopefully be enough to slowly trickle feed whatever we need. Complaining that the reserve of food is low. Probably because we just had like an off season or something like that for a short while at the Gathers Hut. Or the Hunting Lodge. We are getting a lot of venison from our hunting lodge, as well as a lot of berries out of our Gatherers Hut. So yeah, most of what we've got left is venison. We are making more venison than berries, I think. I mean, 4 types of berries. Almost making 80 venison. No, we're doing about the same with the Gatherers Hut. In fact, the Gatherers Hut might almost do twice as much. It's just divided between 4 different types. Whereas the venison isn't. Okay, let's get a tailor shop that I was thinking about earlier. I didn't end up putting in. Let's actually get that in. That also takes a little bit of iron, which we don't actually have sitting around. We have gathered all the iron on our side of the river. We don't have enough for that. But I'm going to assign a couple guys to this mine, and that'll probably fix that pretty quickly. We have 5 laborers now that aren't assigned to a particular job. And the mine is complete. So I'm going to assign 1 person to the mine. And mine's technically maxed out at 30 workers, so I'm going to immediately raise the max to 30. We do have the stone, but again, we still have a wood shortage, and we have an iron shortage. We actually want to get that complete in a tidy fashion. And we have entered into winter, and we're going to start burning through our firewood. This is year 3? And we're feeding everyone off of these 2 food sources. Though we would love some seeds or some livestock, we don't have any seeds or livestock. So we're going to make do with hunting, gathering, and fishing. Fishing is really unproductive. So I'd prefer to avoid doing that for as long as possible. We are still getting children, which is good. At some point I'm going to need to, or I don't need to, but putting in would be a wise idea. Market. Not going to fit over here. Well, you probably only, what's the sort of coverage? What do I want? Well, I'm just going to have a neighborhood between here and there. So this is probably actually, if I can't get it over here, which I can't, because my houses are 1 row too far over. Means I'm going to need to put it over here. This is the next best spot. That works. It's not a bad spot. Put that down, have that pause, because we don't need to work on it. I'm going to put a storage yard here, so the iron doesn't have to get moved very far to be considered in storage. So we actually have a wood stockpile, but we don't have any iron anymore sitting around to make tools. We got 25 tools sitting around, so we have plenty of tools for a population of 23. But we do need to gather more iron. A little bit on the ground over here. And I suppose I can help them go around and gather that. Tailor is mainly the place where all our iron is getting sucked. Well, actually, no, it's technically getting sucked into the blacksmith, and that's why the tailor doesn't have it. So yeah, basically, I'm actually starting to run out of space on the side of the river. It's a little bit hilly. I don't really want to expand farther this way. So this area might be, yeah, but looking at it, this is a good area for another hunter and gatherer mixers right here. But actually expanding anything more than that sort of industry over that way, I don't want to go. So housing and stuff needs to go this way and this way. In fact, if I can expand over here, this is nice and flat, which means it's great for farming and pasturing and such. So we made it through the winter without freezing to death or starving to death. We are actually technically have no more food in the stockpile. They're eating too much. But all the houses have a nice cushion of food at least. Okay, the tailor is completing. I'll assign one person to the tailor. And I think I'm going to stretch over here, and we're going to add in another gatherer and a hunter. I'm going to pause the hunter first. The gatherer I'll leave on pause so that our laborers go clear the swamp. And we assign one person to be tailor. So we can refine our 56 leather into coats. So that people have coats. So they don't get cold. People do stupid things when they're cold. Like think they're not cold. That's probably the worst. One of the most stupid things people do when they're cold. So they think they're not cold. We'll have another we'll queue another herbalist here, but I'm just going to pause this as well. Let's get a road stretching from between these. Put a road down the middle of them. I want to take this the shortest route to our other road, so that we can get hopefully accelerate traffic moving back and forth. This other gatherer and this other hunter will provide us with more food, but it is a long journey, so this is not going to be quite as efficient as a closer one. However, I still think it'll be more efficient than fishing. Because fishing it's horrible. Especially if you have an uneducated fisherman, which is what we have for our population, because we haven't been able to build a school to teach anyone. No one is learning anything. Which is almost the same as saying no one is learning nothing, except can't learn nothing. Get some more wood, because we're actually starting to run low on wood. Or actually, in fact, we're out of wood. But we have enough firewood put away, so we're not in critical dire shortage of running out of wood. So our builders should be building a road, our laborers should be gathering that wood for us. This is where the game kind of starts slowing down, is when the surface supplies of things like wood get further and further away. In fact, wood is going to be our main building bottleneck for most of the early game. At some point I'm going to have to quarry in. It's definitely not fitting over there. Do I want to make this our quarry area? This is fairly small area. I suppose I could just keep expanding. It's not constrictive like this end. This end is really constrictive. Yeah, we don't have enough space there. I don't really want to go quite that far. Yeah, putting quarry over here, right over the hill wouldn't be a bad idea. Can we put mines on this side of the hill? We could. Oh, we can only put one. And that one's actually pretty far inset. So as long as I can get the mine far to the right, which is almost what I have to do, then we'll probably be pretty good. That is a lot of wood though. 80 wood. Just get a quarry going. Well, at some point, if I want to reduce our wood usage, I need to start switching the wooden houses, or from wooden houses to stone houses, so they burn less firewood. Which means I'll need a constant supply of stone. Okay, Gatherer's Hut is got all its supplies. Let's unpause the hunting lodge so people start delivering supplies to it. As well as chop down the trees that are where the lodge is going to go. Complaining that the reserve of iron is low, which it is. That's a correct statement. We have run out of living. So we're no longer making clothes because we don't have anything to make clothes out of. The reserve of iron is low, but it's not out, and we're making some. We have a continuous supply of iron for a while. These don't last forever, but they last for a very long time. And nothing we're building actually takes iron. If we built a quarry, that takes 40 iron. And we do want to build a quarry, because we're going to want to not have to go long distances for stone. Like, we don't want to go long distances for iron. But right now, it's about the same distance for stone as it is for iron. And wood we need to get renewable, because it's a renewable resource. And it's a little easier to gather than stone, even when you're using it as renewable. We've got a lot of firewood, so our woodcutter is acting as a extra warm hand to move stuff, / chop trees and stuff. Okay, we have a gather set complete. I'm going to assign all our spare laborers to the gather set. That way we have plenty of food to feed everyone. It's going to make it complicated to gather more wood and gather more stone and stuff like that. But right now I think that's the best deal. So right now we've got plenty of tools, we've got plenty of clothes. Oh, we actually just got 2 more laborers. We're getting... Actually, even with that, we should have a food surplus. I think it's time to start working on more houses. Though again, we still have a wood shortage. Do I really want to build more houses when that's just going to make us have less wood? Actually lower food cap. We don't need quite that much on the food cap, because I have a feeling this is going to fill up past maximum if I keep the food camp so high. And then work becomes inefficient because they try to carry it to the last little empty space, get there and there's no empty space, so they just drop it on the ground. And then no one bothers to pick up stuff that's been dropped on the ground. Except for laborers that have other better things to do, like chop trees. So we're going through a little bit of wood because, well, it's winter, it's cold. -3 Celsius, so that's below freezing. It's about 6 degrees below freezing in Fahrenheit. We're at 4 in Celsius now. So yeah, and things like this, where they're really far away from their houses, are going to become really inefficient when it's cold out. So we are going to make a lot less food during the winter when people just can't. They can't wander around as much. The reserve of logs is low. Well, the reserve of logs are almost always low. At some point I'm going to get a trading post in. I could go right there. That's actually a pretty nice nook and cranny for it. Put it there, we're going to pause. That way we don't take the space up with like housing or whatever there. So we got a market, we got trading post. planned. I really don't need a town hall in this zone, so we're going to finish up filling up this area before I get to the hills. And the town hall is going to go one of the other areas, one of the neighboring areas. We have 22 adults and 2 children, so we're just a little top-heavy. Few too many old people and not enough young people means at some point we're going to have a lot of people dying. Which means we're going to have a lot of sad people. And sad people just tend not to be quite so efficient. So I'm going to expect a production efficiency issue later due to people just dying. Generally, whenever you get a little bit above 4 people per house, 4 adults per house, you're going to notice your population is going to start sagging because you've maxed out the growth that you're going to get off of that amount of housing. That can be really bad. Granted, it's usually not a lethal drop in population limits, but you're gonna drop down to about 2 after a while. So I have 1 person already assigned. Oh yeah, because it auto distributes between the hunting cabins. I only have this one assigned as a 4 or as a 3, so let's up this one to its actual max of 4. There we go. We need more wood, need more stone, we need more iron, we need more goods. So let's gather all the resources in here. And that'll be a start. Just wait for that to happen. Tools aren't happening because we got no iron. Clothes are not happening because we don't have things for people to wear. Though technically we should slowly be getting iron. The iron should be an issue. We only have like 2 iron right now next to the iron mine. And the iron mine has been putting out like 12 this season because there's only 1 guy working it. Well, there we go. We have some iron, so whenever he gets done with whatever idle job he's doing, he'll come back here, gather it, and move it to the thing. So that's good. It's fine. That'll work. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to invest in a quarry soon. It is still slightly annoying that I can't put a tunnel through the cell. Oh, you'll accept one there. We will accept that one, except you're going to be cost. I don't need to invest 64 stone in speed efficiency. They can go over the hill. They can walk over the hill. That's okay. Did that prevent me from putting a mine down later? Possibly. Oh no, I can still put a mine here. And I can put the mine facing out either. I don't know, if I want to put it right next to our tunnel, it needs to be there. Oh darn. We can... Oh yeah, I've slightly lowered the amount of mines we can get in here due to building placement. But we can still get 2 mines facing left, 1 mine facing right. I'll just place tiles for them so I don't take up their space. Oops. Okay. Now I can do that on this one. That way I know where not to build. I want a quarry in here. Can fit there, so we'll place the quarry. Again, I'm not going to build it. It's not going to get built right away. Because I want to get some stuff stockpiled away before I start building all these future plans. I have too much planned. Too much planned and not enough time to implement any of it. Well, we have plenty of food, so I don't need to assign more people to food. If anything, I might want to move some people from the gathering to hunting, so we can get a little more leather in. But we're not horrible on clothing. We actually have enough tools. But we're going to need 40 iron for that quarry. That's going to be a strain on our iron supply. Simply because iron's not easy to come by, but yet it's a constant need. You constantly need a trickle of iron. Which is why I have to plan out all these mines, because we're going to need iron. At some point we're going to want coal. And the mine has the same amount of product whether you're outputting iron or coal. And both are consumed at a continual rate when you're using them. So we've got people mining away. Oh, stone houses also take iron, so if I want to really reduce my wood needs, I have to consume lots of stone and iron. Whereas wooden houses take like no stone, or take barely any stone and take no iron. So I do need a lot of iron. So we got plenty of place for houses, so I can do a row of houses here. I should use my house. Row here, another row here. That'll provide a nice little squarish neighborhood for us. I really should start on that now. Let's get some houses in. We'll pause the 4 facing the hill. Keep the other ones on pause so we can get some productivity coming out of these guys. We'll get some roads in. And we just wait and watch as our people build. We do need to get more housing for our people so that we can keep growing. Because right now we've actually stagnated growth to the point where I'm thinking we're going to have a crash. Because they're simply just going to get too old and they die. Death from old age. We are 5 years in. Because I haven't been keeping track of the time, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. I am Willcol100. If you've liked this and want to see more, please leave a like and a subscription. If you have any comments on how I may make this or any other episode in my YouTube channel any better, please leave a comment in the comment section of that respective video. I do read all my comments, and to most of them I even respond. If you have any comments on what you'd like me to play, again, also leave those as a comment in the comment section of whenever that idea appears to you, of course, because there's no comment section for videos that have not yet been made. And until next time, this is Willcol100.